We've had torrential rain over the last 2 days and haven't been able to run any trains on the FeckHallBahn's, but it looks like we may be able to run tomorrow. Before we can run any trains, passenger or freight, it's important to check that the line is safe, that everything is clear and that everything works properly. Points are particularly vulnerable to the damage that can be caused by heavy rain. Ballast and other debris can be washed into their mechanisms, meaning that they are unable to function. We're just crossing point 1A. Point 1B is on the left and is interlocked with point 1A, and we are now approaching point 3 at the end of platform 2 in Horn and Trumpet Station. Point 3, or switch if you're American, is working well. We cross it, stop the train and reverse into platform 1, crossing over point 2. Now it's time to check that point 2 is also working well, which it is. Setting it to the siding, we go over it to ensure that the flangeways are also clear, which they appear to be, reverse out and wait for point 2 to be reset to the main line. Points 2 and 3 are interlocked, but can be operated independently by hand should the circumstances require it. This will always be done under the supervision of the duty signaller, usually Tom. This piece of line is also vulnerable to damage, both from heat and from rain, and we've just had our first derailment. Fortunately, the crew were able to get the wagon back on the line very quickly, and we are soon on our way to Rasenmäher Überfahrt Haltpunkt, lawnmower crossing halt. Here we stop and consult with Albrecht, the signaller. He's going to operate the branch line points whilst we make sure that they are working properly. Looking at the point blades as they are moved by Albrecht, it is clear that something is stopping the point blade from setting itself for the main line. So we need to get out our overhead gantry mounted leaf blower and try and clear the blockage. Something was stopping the tie bar moving properly as well, vegetation, which the crew have cleared. We are now on Eagle Hedgehog Straight, heading towards Kirschbaum im Wald. The line is a little bumpy along here, but that's not a problem, it always is. With floodlights now deployed, we enter E-flat corner. E-flat corner often gets blocked with leaves and other debris, so the overhead blower is once more brought into action and clears the line ahead. Entering Kirschbaum im Wald station, we pass the rail freight terminal and Simon. Simon's signalling that all is clear. He always does. We push through the sprung, trailing points and into the head shunt, where we will stop just short of the water tower before returning to the junction. Something of a breakneck journey back to Tiefshorn Junction. This is of course sped up footage. We would never be this reckless in real life, particularly after heavy rain like we've just had. With the points set for the branch, we proceed down it, passing Merthyrt Zer Sud on our left, the water tower, the crane, and our crew accommodation, an old route master bus. We are now approaching under the Cherry Halt and Churn stand. The track seems very bumpy, so we need to back up and see what's causing the problem. Time to stop the train, reverse, and see if we can determine what was causing it to bump. Looks like we've found it. The crew have us back on the rails in no time at all. We carry on backing up, and it's time to clear the blockage that has caused the derailment in the first place. As if by magic, it disappears. And now we're heading for Vogelscheiss incline, where the train will do a quick brake test. Everything seems to be working fine, and we can now descend. Passing Matthew on our left at Guano Halt, on the lookout as he always is. We round the curve and into Tiefshorn station itself. Things seem to have grown almost overnight here. Entering Tiefshorn itself, you can see that the actual station building isn't there. It's been put away for safekeeping. We've bashed into the feverfew, and oh dear, we're off the rails once more. A bit of pruning required. Anyway, we're once again re-railed, passing Matthew keeping an eye out for us, And heading towards the main line at the Rassenmeer-Uberfahrt junction itself, our log store for FeckHall to our left with a horn above it. This place is littered with horns. As we round the corner by Anborg Cafe, the sky looks dark with the threat of more rain. In fact, some rain has just started to fall, so we'll probably have to do all this again tomorrow. Approaching Meccano Bridge, the train stops, as per regulations, checks that all is safe to proceed, and heads along the line to the motive power depot at the end. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it.